Before we jump into the details, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, so you never miss an update on the latest crime cases we unravel together. 2021, a horrible event that shook the entire community of Troon Avenue, Dundee, Scotland. Her name is Benilyn Aquino Burke, a 25-year-old Filipina. She has two beautiful daughters, Jellica, who is only 2 years old, and Benilyn's 7-year-old daughter from her previous relationship. She finished college with the support of her oldest sister and father. She is described to be kind and dependable. In 2015, she encountered a British man named Lexington Burke on a dating site, leading to their marriage in the Philippines in July 2018. Together, they welcomed a child named Jellica. Deciding to relocate, Lexington Burke brought his family to the UK, marking Benilyn's first time in the country. Residing in a rental flat, Benilyn and her daughter receive assistance from the Filipino community and friends. Despite the breakdown of their marriage, they mutually agreed on the custody arrangements for Jellica and maintained communication with each other. In February 2021, Benilyn was unaccounted for, and the social worker attempted to reach her multiple times due to her missing appointments for child welfare checks. Contacting her ex-husband, Lexington Burke, proved futile as he couldn't determine Benilyn's whereabouts. Concerned for their well-being, he took the initiative to report her disappearance to the police. During the police investigation, they discovered a car leaving Benilyn's flat. Utilizing CCTV footage, they identified the vehicle's owner by tracing the license plate, revealing it to be Andrew Innes. He had traveled from Dundee, Scotland, to Bristol to pick him up for the weekend. Benilyn's sister consistently communicated with her through messages and calls. In February, before their disappearance, they maintained regular contact. Benilyn informed her sister via video call that they were heading to Scotland with Andrew. However, after a few days, Benilyn's sister faced difficulties reaching her and attempted to contact Andrew Innes to inquire about her sister's whereabouts. In response to messages, Andrew claimed he was unaware of Benilyn's location, stating that he left them at a cafe in Glasgow, and that was the last time he saw her. Shella Aquino, Benilyn's sister, contacted Andrew again, sensing something was amiss. Andrew reassured her not to worry, mentioning that Benilyn was now with another man, settling into her new life, and advised Shella not to be concerned about her. In March 2021, the police visited Andrew Innes after tracing the car's plate number from CCTV. Unfortunately, they identified the exact vehicle parked in front of his house. Upon knocking on his door, Andrew declined entry, only opening it slightly. The police observed a skip outside the house filled with dirt and a mattress, suggesting ongoing renovation or construction work. Andrew Innes claimed he couldn't allow the police inside, citing his daughter's recent bath and his own isolation due to not feeling well. However, when the police glimpsed through the partially opened door, they noticed the little girl standing in the living room fully clothed. Insisting on entry, the police discovered a thoroughly disorganized and dirty house. An officer inquired about the girl's identity, and she affirmed that Andrew was not her father. The police, skeptical of Andrew's account, proceeded to thoroughly search the house. After persistent questioning, Andrew Innes suddenly confessed, admitting, "She's under the floor. I killed her." When asked about the whereabouts of Jellica, his 2-year-old daughter, he responded, "She's with her mum under the floor. I couldn't bear her constant crying." Following the arrest of Andrew, the 7-year-old girl was also placed in custody for her safety. On the 6th of March, he was charged with murder, prompting the police to intensify their efforts to locate the bodies of the mother and daughter. The investigation commences. Andrew and Benilyn connected on a dating platform, Filipino Cupid, engaging in conversations starting in February 2021. Andrew proposed a job, financial support, and accommodation if Benilyn agreed to work for him. Upon scrutiny, Andrew's computer history revealed searches related to committing murder and actions to take after killing someone. Various photographs capture them exploring Scotland, fulfilling Benilyn's desire to experience the country. On the 23rd of February, CCTV footage shows Andrew at a B&Q warehouse, acquiring construction-related items such as gravel, shovel, and a hammer. The police initiated the search for the bodies within Andrew's residence, a process that took nearly 2 weeks to compile all the essential information. Ultimately, they discovered the remains of Benilyn and her 2-year-old daughter. Andrew Innes, an educated individual with no prior criminal convictions, works as a software developer, earning a substantial income. Born in Germany in 1970, he relocated to Scotland at the age of 24. After marrying a Japanese woman, the couple moved to Japan, where they shared 3 children. Following a period in California, Innes returned to Scotland after their marriage dissolved in 2019, resulting in his deportation from Japan due to domestic abuse. Given his expertise in computers, alarming files were discovered on his computer, including a significant number of pornographic files, predominantly featuring young women and children. The post-mortem examination disclosed that Benilyn had endured severe head injuries caused by a blunt object, and she was also stabbed in the chest. He claimed they had a heated argument after he overheard her conversing with different men on the phone, and she retaliated by wielding a sushi knife. He asserted that he acted in self-defense. Later, he altered his testimony, stating that he was overwhelmed by an apocalyptically angry emotion. In this version, he described hitting her repeatedly on the head with a hammer before resorting to stabbing her with a samurai sword retrieved from his office. This violent episode supposedly occurred while she was preparing food in the kitchen, and he claimed he perceived her as a hybrid of his estranged wife and a jilted lover. I excavated a proper grave for them, provided a Christian burial, and subsequently restored the floor. That's the extent of my actions. My recollections are fragmented. I don't recall all of it, Innes informed the jury, revealing he had been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder and also suffered from Crohn's disease, a condition that affects the immune system. A second charge alleges Innes murdered Jellicoe Burke through unknown means. But forensics made a conclusion that Andrew Innes sexually abused her. Before she killed her, the 7-year-old daughter was also sexually abused and give her £1 just to keep quiet. They also found handcuff in the living room. Prosecutors allege that Innes committed the murders between February 17 and March 5. Andrew Innes jailed for at least 36 years for murdering Benilyn Burke and her 2-year-old daughter.